I've been waking up slow with the weight in my chest, like the sun forgot how to shine in the west. And I smile when they ask, say I'm doing just fine, but there's thunder rolling quiet in the back of my mind. Some days are light, and some days I fake, and some days I break for my own damn sake. Well, the thing is, I'm trying, even when the voice in my head keeps lying. It's a war just to get out of bed, but I breathe in deep and I face it instead. No, I'm not alright, but I'm fighting to be. Well, the thing is, I'm still me. I got friends who don't call, and I don't blame them. Hard to hold space when your world's gone vacant. And I wish I could tell you what's missing inside, but it's foggy in here, even with open eyes. I wear my silence like armor, I know, but there's hope in the cracks where the light starts to show. Well, the thing is, I'm healing, even when I don't trust what I'm feeling. Every scar is a line in my song, every stumble's a sign. I've been walking this long, and I don't have a map, but I've got my feet. Well, the thing is, I'm still me. I won't lie and say it's easy, but I won't hide the storm inside. If you're walking through the darkness, take my hand, we'll walk side by side. Well, the thing is, we're learning, and the fire in our hearts keeps burning. Even when the night feels too long, the strength in the fact we go on. So if you're not okay, let this song set you free. 'Cause the thing is, you're still you, and that's still enough for me.
Hello, everybody. Part 2. How we doing today? Hope you're doing well. Give me just a moment. I'm getting some things squared away. Let's see. That's not what I want to do. Okay. Why can't I do it from here? I guess I can't. Rosaline, can you turn subscribers mode on 1 minute? If you're here, please. I meant to do that earlier. If not, I could do it. Just go to my phone. Let me try. Nana's Dragonfly. Hold on. Give me just a second. All right, I got it. I took care of it. So let me drop the link so people can come up on panel. Yeah, I'll show you later, Rosalie. And it's Dragonfly. Love you too. it's open panel tonight. For those of you that were on the replay crew and here earlier, yeah, it was pretty emotional. Sorry I was a few minutes late. I took a nap. And then I woke up at 8:34 and I was like, oh shit, let me run to the computer and start the live. So what is everybody up to? I know there's a lot going on in these YouTube streets. I've been watching. You know, it's just I don't cover it. I don't get into politics. I don't. You know, there's just so much sad stuff in this world. So yes, Rosaline, my PayPal, my Venmo, my Cash App, they're all still under All Things Serious. H. Davis, how you doing? I haven't changed any of that because I'd have to get new cards. Yeah, I know, H. Davis. It's been tough. Earlier today was my breaking point. Miss Ann is a wonderful woman. She was a warrior. It will always be remembered as a warrior. And we will always carry her memory on, H. Davis. So, Nana.
Hey, I'm so sorry, Eddie.
I've been going through a lot with a lot of different things, man.
I know you have. You
You
need
know,
to call me when you're going through these things. Nana's here for you.
I had my Uncle Ronald pass away before Christmas.
I know.
And
I wish
then,
I wish I would have got to know Ann more. I watched your channel a few times from, meeting her on here, and I wished I would have known her more. I did hear last night that they called the family in, and I prayed for her. I prayed for her soul,
I sent a text message. I sent a text message. I cried when they came back. The results came back. So it was a number. I said, can you let Miss Ann know that I'm thinking about her and miss our weekly conversations? It's Eddie, thank you. I sure will. She still understands and hears me, but she can't speak much now. And then this morning, she passed away. So, six days before that, my Uncle Rusty passed away.
I'm so sorry.
So, I have to, tomorrow, got to rent a vehicle because my vehicle won't make the trip. Like everything I had planned this month. So yesterday I was supposed to buy a bunch of material for my house to renovate my bathroom. Well, now with what's going on with my mom having to take her to the funeral Friday morning, I have to rent a vehicle. And renting a car is not cheap. So, and I have that covered. Just ain't gonna be able to buy material this month. I have to do it next month. So it's just, and the thing is, right, is if it wasn't, it's my mom's brother. And we had plans after the holidays to go to West Palm Beach and spend the weekend with him. And then right before New Year's, he had a stroke. And then they put him into a coma. And they got him out of the coma. They had him on a respirator. They took him off the respirator, and that's on New Year's Day, to transfer him to hospice. And when they took him off the respirator, that was it. That was it.
I'm so sorry.
My mom comes out, and she's like, Rusty passed away. And I could see it in my mom's eyes. She's hurting. So she knows that yeah.
She's lucky to have you, Eddie. You need to
Yeah.
be there with her.
So we have a doctor's appointment tomorrow to get our eyes done because we have to see the eye doctor. And after that, we're going to pick up the rental. And then tomorrow we have to leave at like 5 in the morning because it's a 3.5 hour drive. And I don't want to leave at 6:30 because we would just get in at 10, get there for 10. So I told Mom, I said, we're going to leave here at 5:30 because it's a 3.5 hour drive. So we have to leave early.
When's her eye appointment?
Oh, tomorrow at 12:45. Mine's at 12:30. So.
But if you're going to leave tomorrow, how are you going to make these appointments?
No, Friday's the funeral.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Okay.
So we're picking up the rental car tomorrow.
Okay.
And then leaving Friday at 5:30 in the morning.
Gotcha.
So.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's just we have to look at things that we're on Earth temporary. And the way I look at things now is my life on Earth, I have to live it to my fullest.
Yep.
And I have to be kind, and I have to be gentle, and I have to care. And most of all, I have to forgive.
Yep.
Not that I have to be with that person that I forgive. I have to forgive in my heart. I have changed so much in the last 6 months. I just want. I don't know.
Rosalie
I mean,
said,
it's hard. It's hard for
alive.
me to say things because I'm still going through, how do I do this? Is there a book on it? Is there some kind of directions on how to do this? But I know in my heart that I'm going to take care of me first and then take care of my friends,
Yep.
Because that put me off for a long time. Not in a selfish way. I'm just saying, I got to get a lot of appointments done too. But I'm fine. I'm healthy.
Yep.
But Eddie,
Shauna M2.
if you need
Yes,
me at any time, please don't hesitate to call.
I won't.
I'm disappointed in you in a little bit that you didn't call me. Not
Shauna M2.
disappointed. I
Yes,
just would have loved to talk to you. Go ahead.
yes, I agree. Can you hear me?
Who, me? Yeah.
Okay, you can. All right. So it's just that StreamYard says there's nobody watching, but people are commenting. Okay. Yes, she was. She is a great lady. Not she was. She is. Shauna M2. She is a great lady. Always will be a great lady.
And her legacy will live on.
Yes.
Absolutely.
She was a warrior. She is a warrior. She will always be remembered as a warrior, in my humble opinion. You, the wild thing is, when I met Miss Ann, it was a little over a year ago. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know, Rosalind. I know. It said 0 viewers and people were chatting in chat. So little over a year ago, I met Miss Ann, and I used to go up on her panel, and we used to play a game. The game was you asked a question, you had to answer it with, if I'm correct, was it yes or no? And that's all you could answer it with. And if you said anything else, you get docked points. Or if you interrupted somebody, you get docked points. If I'm correct, I can't remember. It was just awesome. It was a fun time, and they were cracking jokes. And I said, Miss Ann, I'll be your YouTube husband. And she's like, yeah, and I'll be your YouTube wife. And it was a joke because of her age, my age. It was just a joke. We had an inside joke over on our channel. And then we started talking outside of YouTube, and we became real friends. Instead of just YouTube creators making connections, I introduced her to my mom. We would have FaceTime. We would FaceTime and talk to each other about life. And we were there for each other. We would pray for each other. And,
She's lucky to have you. She was so
she had a
lucky
lot
to
of
have
people.
you.
She had a lot of people in her corner.
Yeah.
When things were going on, I stayed by her side. When all hell went loose, I stayed friends with her. I fought. I stuck up for her. When it just.
Was she married, Eddie?
No.
Mm-mm. Okay.
You know what she's going to be doing? You know what she's doing right now? She's winning that women's world championship title right now. She was a wrestler too. In her younger years, she was a wrestler. She's holding that women's world championship title above her head right now.
With all her natural hair.
Yeah, with all her natural hair, she's that woman holding that title as the woman's world heavyweight champion. That's what's up.
Yeah.
You know, I've met being on YouTube. I've met some amazing people. I've met, you know, I've met some not so nice people, but I've met some amazing people. And you know, they say, I've heard stories that you don't meet your subs. Well, I did. I met Rosaline in person. And she's an amazing person. And we had a good time together, talking about life. You know, we had fun. And the next person I'm going to meet when I have time is going to be Nana.
Yes, you will.
So in June, I go back. I go to New Hampshire in June. You guys know that I had a best friend earlier this beginning of last year. He was murdered. Okay, plain and simple. I talked to his youngest daughter, and she's graduating high school this year in June. And he's not going to be there for her to graduate. I told her I would be. I'd be there for her graduation.
That's awesome.
Uncle Eddie will be there. Uncle Eddie will come through. So in June, I'm taking a trip for a week back to New Hampshire. My goal is to save enough money to I don't have to worry about a place to stay. It's just my flight and transportation. So I'm going to fly. I think I'm going to get the plane ticket a few months in advance. You know, yeah, Rosalie, thank you. In the past year, I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4 people that I care about, personally cared about. I gotta turn this volume down. Ringtone is going wild. Jesus. Notification after notification after notification. All right, there we go. So, how was your New Year's, Nana? And your Christmas? How was your Christmas too? Did you spend it with your granddaughter?
I spent it with my daughter, my grandchildren, and my son-in-law, and I spent a whole week. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
And I came back, and my husband played in a band for years down here.
Okay.
And I came back, and the band always rents a house on the beach, and they get together every year. So this year, I hesitated, but I did go, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
We played videos of Bill singing. We played games. We had a lot of fun. We really did. We brought the new year in, and then I came home. They wanted me to stay, but I just didn't really want to stay. But it was, I sat out on the beach for a while myself, and listen to the waves and talk to my husband. And it was just, I brought in the new year with the right people, you know, and it brought a lot of serenity to my life. And that's why I say, you know, we're on this earth for a short time, and we just have to make what we have of it and know that there's a lot of people that are here for a short time, and it hurts. It hurts when you lose someone, but it's part of life. It's part of living and it's part of life.
It is. It is. You know, we some of us take a lot of things in life for granted. And I realized in the past I did. Man, I don't know what it's just, I'm lost right now.
Don't be lost. Look at the friends you have that are here with you.
Oh, I know I have you guys. Like, I'm just saying, I got 13 days that's lingering. I'm like, why does it take 13 days to do lab work? Why can't it take a couple of days?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Eddie. I worked in the medical field a long time. They know when they take that lab work, if there's something really wrong, you'll hear right away. They're
Well,
not gonna put it off. So look at it as a good thing if you don't hear in 13 days, because they're not gonna let something that is a life-saving thing slip through their hands, you know.
I hope not.
I have a lot of good feelings about this, that this is nothing. So don't take my word for it, but the moment that you said that, it came to my heart, and I was saying, no, this is not true. You're going to be fine.
Well, the thing that worries me is the hospital where I went to. Like, I have very little. I have faith in my doctor, my primary doctor. Okay, but it took a while to have faith because, and I'll explain why. Many, many years ago, my best friend's mom passed away at home when she shouldn't have been at home. She should have been at the hospital. But because it was a poor communication between two hospitals, is the reason why she passed away at home. So I have, when it comes to communication, that's my problem with hospitals, is communication.
I understand.
So
I have a little reserve of, would my husband still be here, because they didn't detect the bleeding, the internal bleeding, for 5 days. And then when they did, they rushed him to another hospital to do surgery, and he didn't make it to surgery. But I'm not going to sue the hospital. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I saw the care they were doing for him. I was there every day, all the time, 24/7. So I don't know. I don't think I would ever go to that hospital again, to be honest with you. But I don't know.
So I met There's a creator out there by the name of Johnny Bongs. He subscribed. I've been on his channel. He should be here anytime now to come up on panel. He's an artist. And he should be working. I'm working on scheduling him a time to do a piece for me so I can get it tattooed. But now I think it's going to change. The piece I was going to have done. So his name is Johnny Bongs. Bongs. Johnny Bongs. That's his YouTube name. Johnny Bongs. Bongs. Johnny Bongs. Say his name again, please.
Johnny Bong.
Yep. Rosalie was like, say his name again, please. So if you want to come up on panel, click that link. You're more than welcome. Don't be afraid. We don't bite here. Click that link. If you got something you want to talk about, click that link. If you want to come up and show support, say hi in the chat or click the link and come up on panel. You know, I'll find out in 13 days if I have blood cancer or not. We're also supporting the loss of loved ones today. Loss of loved ones. Miss Ann Horn, YouTube creator, and a beloved woman passed away this morning. You know, and then my Uncle Rusty, my Uncle Ronald, over the holidays. Hold on. I don't think it's that one. Let me double check. It could be that one. Let me double check. Hold on. It could be. Let me double check. No, it's not that one. Nope. It's not that one. I'll get it. I'll find it. I'll find it. I'm looking for it right now.
So while you're doing that, you know, they say it comes in threes. You've had 2 family members and you've had Ann.
Yep.
So now it's your turn to shine. So there's your blood work. I have faith. I have faith.
Let me look. It's JHONNY. This right here. I got it. Copy. It's this one right here. So it's Fidel Bongs dash Third Eye Designs. Johnny Bong. JHONNYBONG. Johnny Bong.
Where does he work?
Works from his own house
I know where.
in the upstate New York.
Oh, I'm not going to New York. Okay.
But he's not a tattoo artist.
Oh, he's not. Okay.
He
He's
draws
just
you.
an artist.
You talk to him about what you want done, and he turns it into a piece for you
Okay.
to take to a tattoo artist and get done. You know, instead of you having to go see a tattoo artist and say, "Hey, I want this done," and wait for them to draw it out, he'll do it for you. He wants to be a tattoo artist. That's his dream. But right now, he's doing piecework, like drawing it out for people. You know, so the person already has the piece.
Okay.
Plus, he's had 14 brain surgeries. You know, so art is his hobby. Really good artist. You should see some of the work he's done. I wish he was here. I wish he was in chat. I wish Johnny Boggs was in chat. Hopefully he shows up. Let me see if he's not live. He ended his live 28 minutes ago. So where the hell is he? All right, I'm going to have to send him an email. Hopefully he gets it. I'm going to send him an email. All right. Let me go to my photos. Because I had to screen save it. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yo,
Did you quit smoking?
no.
Me neither.
Nope. At
That's
least
why
I'm
we
getting
were supposed to stay in touch with each other.
Yeah. Nope, didn't happen. So what is up with my screenshots? Okay, I got it. I found it. I found it. Okay. We're gonna go send him an email. Gotta open up another tab. Gmail. Compose. 2. Okay. I am- Okay. Now I gotta tell him that I'm live right now. I am live right now. Send. Message sent. Sent messages. Yep. I sent him a message. So he should be showing up anytime now. And then he'll be able to show off his artwork. And Johnny Boggs' channel is really laid back and chill. We go over there, we have fun, we crack jokes, we say disturbing things, and it's humor. You know, we make fun of each other. We say off the wall shit. You know, there's channels for that. And then there's channels like mine where we don't say a lot of off the wall shit. Sometimes we should, to get stuff off our chest and lighten the seriousness in the room with a little humor. Yeah. Sometimes we need to lighten the mood in the house. You know? Instead of being serious all the time. That's the reason why I changed the name of my channel. So we're not serious all the time. And lately we've just been straight serious. Death is serious. You know, but we got to celebrate. And those people who were alive laughed a lot. Miss Ann was hilarious. You know, when Sherry was up on panel and she would interrupt and get loud, Miss Ann would be like, Sherry, stop being so loud and interrupting everybody, Sherry. And you'd hear Sherry respond, okay, Miss Warden, Warden Horn. So Sherry'd call Miss Ann the Warden. And it was just hilarious, the banter between the two of them. You know, I loved it. It would make you laugh. If you were just watching and listening, it'd make you laugh. I wish Bubbles was here. We're going to do a YouTube live stream one day about foster care. And Bubbles and me are going to talk about the foster care system. So.
I should get my daughter to come up with you. She knows a lot about it.
Yeah. She does it, right?
Well, she did. She adopted 2 of the children, and then she got out of it because it was so bad. But she has some horror stories. Ooh. She was in it for about 4 years. She didn't really foster, she respice. The foster parents needed time away, so she would babysit. Well, the foster parents needed time away.
Yeah. Did you get my message?
And that's how she met the 2 children that she adopted. And I couldn't have the most wonderful grandchildren in the whole world. They cried when I left. And then you got Miss Serious here. You want some funny?
So I got a nickname.
I'm scared.
My nickname, my family calls me Mr. Accident. So now I drive a 1995 GMC Jimmy. And my transmission is slipping in overdrive. That's the reason why I have to rent a vehicle, and take it to West Palm Beach because it slips in overdrive. So I got to buy a used transmission, which I have one. So it cost me $350 because he has to pull it himself. And then take it to the transmission person and pay $1,200 for him to rebuild it. And then put it in. And then after that, I'm getting a new water pump, a new radiator. I'm basically, when this is all said and done, my Jimmy will basically be a 2025 GMC Jimmy when it's all said and done. It'll have the frame and everything of 95, but everything will get rebuilt because this is my pride and joy. That'll last me forever. What's up, Will B? How you doing?
He will be.
The link's pinned in the top. You can come up on panel if you want to. I pinned the link. So we're just conversating. I did a live earlier. We're just conversating. It's been a while since I've been live. We're just talking. Got a lot going on. A whole lot.
You got to get back into your channel.
Yeah, I have to. I'm also looking for a co-host for this channel. And then me and Viper are starting another channel once I get a new computer. Once I get a new computer, me and Viper are starting a podcast.
Cool.
Where we talk about movies, music, and video games, and card games, and games in general. And then once a week, I'll have my wrestling podcast. Well, it's going to be called Well, the Thing Is Podcast. So I'm branching my channel off into another sector. So I'll still have this channel, my mental health channel. So I'll still have this channel. And then I'll have Well, the Thing Is Podcast. I'll have that channel. So I'll have two.
That'll be fun with you and Viper.
Yeah, me and Viper will be the second one. What's up, Will B?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
How's everybody doing?
Well, with me, it's been a tough holiday season.
Yeah, it kind of was for me too, to be honest.
Lost my Uncle Ronald. Lost my Uncle Rusty. My Uncle Rusty passed away on New Year's Day.
Wow.
I'm going to the funeral for that on Friday.
How old was he?
84.
Oh, wow.
Sounds like he lived a good long life.
Well,
Sure
see,
did.
the thing is, the last time I talked to him was just before Christmas, right? And Ginger, so how you doing? So, and our plan was that me and my mom were going to go see him after the holidays.
Yeah.
We were going to rent a vehicle and go and see him after the holidays because the holidays were going to be busy for him. And we're like, okay, that'll work. We'll spend the weekend with you. We'll go out to eat. We'll do everything.
Catch up.
Yeah. And my mom was looking forward to it after the holidays. And then my mom got a phone call that he had a stroke. And then that he was in a coma because they had to induce a coma.
Yeah.
And then they took the respirator off.
That's the way my dad passed. He had a real bad stroke and kind of went to sleep, and they put him in what they call palliative care, which is just to make him comfortable. And he basically, a few days later, he, went on to sleep.
So they took the respirator off, and that was it. New Year's Day.
Yeah.
So mom comes out of the room, and I seen her face.
It told you everything, I'm sure. Just the look.
Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. I think somebody's at my door.
How are you doing, Nana?
I'm doing great. Good to hear from you, honey.
Yeah, I've kind of been MIA. I'm just burnt out on this Brittany topic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We need a really good true crime case, a whodunit. But for that to happen, somebody's going to have to be harmed. But I don't know. It just seems like that's what we need to move on.
Yeah, I agree.
But he was talking about holidays. When I was a kid, my grandmother and grandfather. My grandmother died on the 19th of December. I was about 12, and my grandfather died a week later to the day on the 26th.
Wow.
They had the flu shot that year, and the flu shot that year had some complications to it, and a lot of people, they basically died, and that's what happened to my grandmother and grandfather.
No, I'm so sorry.
Well, I mean, it was just odd that they were 1 week apart. You know what I'm saying? We barely had one funeral, and we're grieving, and lo and behold, we get a phone call. Your uncle went down to the house, and Grandpa was getting ready, taking a shower, shaved, and putting his pants and shirt on and everything, and he just sat back in his bed. That's the way they found him, and he had passed a week later.
That's hard when you got them that close together.
Yeah, I mean, literally, Nana, we had a funeral, we grieved, we had the wake, viewing with the burial service, the church service. Another day or two, just kind of, making sure everybody's all right, and everybody kind of went home, and all of a sudden, we're all headed right back down there to do it all over again. It was like a week and a half, 2 weeks of funerals, seemed like. But that's life. You're not promised tomorrow. So I saw
What's up, Navigator?
Eddie, I saw Dolly Vision was doing a live right now, and I guess they're giving a tribute to Miss Ann. I'm assuming it's the same Ann.
Yep.
I just saw that a while ago, and I kind of glanced at it, and they were paying their respects.
I'm gonna go check and see. I'm gonna go see.
Yeah, he was live like 5 minutes ago. I can't.
I don't watch him.
I don't either, Dolly. But when I saw the what do you call it, tagline, thumbnail,
Yeah.
whatever, Miss Ann, and I thought, maybe she a supporter of that channel, and she go over there, and evidently she has or have at some point. I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, she was on Turtle Island. She was
Yeah.
on Turtle Island.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yep. She was a huge supporter.
Yeah.
Let me go over there and see what's saying.
Yeah. Go ahead. Me and Nana will keep it going. So, what have you been up to, Nana?
Just trying to get back into life.
Yeah. Christmas was kind of slow for me. My mom is the last brother, sister, husband, and wife on her side of the family, and my dad's side of the family living. Uh, uh, my three boys are across the country: L.A., San Antonio. One's about 10 miles from here. So Christmas was kind of quiet, which it wasn't sad to me. Don't. I don't want anybody to think that, but it's just not like it used to be when. There were a bunch of kids running around and everybody was kind of located close together. But it was good. It was okay.
Yeah, I was telling Eddie I spent a whole week with my child and my son-in-law and my grandchildren.
That's
It
good.
was
That's wonderful.
fabulous. Absolutely wonderful.
Have you now? You got. I'm sure you got. You got grandbabies.
I got 2 grandchildren that my daughter adopted through Child and Family Services.
That's
Yep.
wonderful.
She couldn't have children, so yep, they're beautiful. They're
Yeah,
absolutely
that's
beautiful.
great. But yeah, I talked to everybody, and
I see you on the streets. You kind of hang just a
I
little.
go in. I'm here lately. I'll go in. I'll make 2 or 3 comments, and then I'm gone because I
I
just
know.
can't. I
I
can't.
saw that.
I mean, how many ways can we? What more can we say at this point?
Yeah, it's getting a little weird, but
It is, and it's just it's ugly, and it goes both directions.
yep.
You know, and it's just like Groundhog Day. It's just like every day,
Exactly. That's what I say all the time. It's Groundhog Day.
and she's got a damn answer for everything.
Well, absolutely. That's what a narcissist does. Yeah.
It's just it amazes me. You could corner her in the corner and have no way out, and she'll pop on live, and about 20 minutes later, she's done talked in her mind and her right out of everything. It's almost funny.
I'm still amazed what happened to us. I'm still amazed.
Uh,
Totally amazed.
and it's happened to so many people, Nana. Eddie,
Well,
you, me. I mean, the list goes. It's a
yeah,
long list.
I know. I'm not saying just me. I'm just
Oh,
saying
I know that, but it's
it
just a lot of people don't.
it blew my mind that she took me when I was totally down, you know.
Uh,
And
I know exactly the
and
worst moment in
I'm gonna
somebody's
forgive
life.
her in my heart for it because I have to, but
Yeah,
I will never ever be part of her. You know, I can't. How could
it,
I?
yeah,
Mm-mm.
it's really kind of sad. And when I was there, and even probably when you were first there was some true crime that was done pretty good at times. But it's like now, it's just
There actually was until we got into the Sebastian case. That's when it went. Everything kind of went
yeah, and
crazy.
that's for the whole of YouTube. That.
Yeah.
Thank God that was when I took time away from the YouTube true crime genre. I was hanging out with some other people in a different genre. And I didn't follow Sebastian, like, not at all. I didn't know anything about it other than he was missing, and the names and the players and all of it. I didn't keep up with, and I've gradually learned a little bit of what happened. But uh,
You know, Wilby, I would love to do my own true crime channel, but
I,
but I gotta wait for all this shit to blow over because it's too toxic right now.
yeah,
It's too toxic, and I will never ever have any bashing on families. It's just going to be facts, total facts.
yeah.
You know,
People forget
none
that
in
when true crime, it's the worst, absolute life defining worst moment of a family or a person's life. What they're going through.
Well, it would just be bringing awareness, not bringing out,
Yeah.
all the
Opinions of
the
what might
drama.
have or could have or
No,
happen.
it
Yeah.
wouldn't be about that. It would just be bringing out awareness of cases because there's a lot of children that need awareness, and it's not happening.
I always say awareness and preparedness. In other words, if you know enough about a certain type of uh, event or crime, essay or deep domestic, whatever, if you understand the
Dynamics. Yeah.
dynamics, you sometimes it better prepares people to have an eye for something that may be happening, and you know just to understand more about a certain thing. That's like when the girl got killed, Rachel Martin, on the walking trails. I started doing Googling and looking out all the walking trails and jogging paths and nature walks across the country. People, it just all over every month, every week, somebody is getting attacked, hurt, or something bad happened. And I was saying, hey, you ladies and men too, do not go to these places alone and unprepared, and be aware of your surroundings. These are hunting grounds for bad people.
Hmm.
And so, I was just trying to put the info out that, awareness of it, that they're not all 100% safe at all. In fact, they're very dangerous. The things that do happen.
Yeah.
But
I have a couple more years of working. My daughter said I have to quit when I'm 70, so
I heard
then I'm
Billy Graham.
still going to want to do something. So maybe I will start a
Yeah,
channel.
I heard Billy
You know,
Graham preach one time, and he said he'd read the Bible back and forth. He said he couldn't find nothing in there about retirement.
I've worked since I was 14, and sometimes I worked two jobs. The whole time I was raising my daughter, I raised her alone for 27 years.
Yeah,
I worked
but
two
that's
jobs.
what people do. They do what they have to do to provide for their
And
kids and their family.
well, it really helped because I've got a lot of respect from my daughter for it.
Yeah. Well, you
Now
you
that,
you set an example for her, and I guarantee you, the apples fell right underneath the tree,
well,
and
she's
she's
doing
doing
it
the same
now.
thing.
She's getting up at 2 in the morning and working till 7 and then going to another job. And yeah, this is what she does. She works 7 days a week. She doesn't have a day off. And I told her she needs to slow down. And she said, well, Mom, I learned it from you. I'm like, well, I didn't want to teach you that. But she said, Mom, I got to do it. I got to take care of my kids.
Yeah, and kids are expensive. If, you want to do the nice things for them and provide, and it's not cheap.
Well, she's good about that though.
Yeah,
She doesn't give them everything, but
yeah. That's
I don't know.
that's like when Brittany was talking about kids and Christmas. They might not get this, and that. It, this may sound cruel, but it doesn't hurt a child at some point when they're of an age and kind of understand that things may be lean at times. Every Christmas ain't the stuff just falling out of the sky under the tree. It takes work, and sometimes families struggle and can't do as much for each other as other years, and that's a valuable lesson, in my opinion.
Yeah, I totally believe you have to work for what you get.
You respect and appreciate it more when you work
You
for it. I
do.
know that.
You do. And you got to teach your children that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have anything to do with her. I don't even want anything to do with her ever again.
I'd
No.
just be glad when the community, and if it ever happens, probably not, can just move on, and we can say, well, no, I hadn't heard her name in forever, but we're a long ways away from that. But it's kind of like something I wish for.
Yeah.
I'm back.
He's back by popular demand.
I am back.
Did you give your condolences out there with him?
So who we talking about, Nav girl?
No, we don't want to know. We don't want to talk about her anymore.
Somebody we wish we'd never talk about again if we could get everybody to.
Oh, that bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The one and only.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, bitch. Yeah. Yeah. I feel better now.
There's 3 people up here that she did really dirty to,
Yeah.
Fuck that.
unfortunately.
But you know what?
This is
Looking back, it's the
2026. Fuck that bitch.
luckiest thing that ever
2026.
happened to me.
Absolutely.
Because I've moved on and met many wonderful people, just like the two of you and some people here in chat. And had that not happened, I probably wouldn't have met and get to know some of these other people.
Hey,
You're right, Will B. I was stuck in a rut. Yeah.
I feel so much better now.
That's good. What was Dolly saying?
I got to call in and talk about Miss Han
That's
Aw.
wonderful.
to all those people watching his channel. What? 933 people
Yeah.
heard what I had to say about Miss Han.
Awesome.
So
I'll go back and listen to the replay
Yeah.
just with you. I don't want to watch the rest of it, but oh,
That's good. So evidently she was she watched Dolly, I'm guessing at some point, or
every year she was on Turtle Island.
that's good. How old was Miss Ann?
She was in her 70s.
Okay.
too young.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen Navigator. I hope you're doing well, Navigator. 3292. Breaker.
Breaker 19. You remember the days of CB radios, Eddie?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Everybody, that was one of the biggest, call it a fad, but everybody had a CB and
I
home
used to be on
unit,
it.
car units.
I used to be on there as Breaker 19 is Big Country. Where you at? And then when I used to have to use the bathroom, right? When I drove taxi, we had a CB radio.
Yeah.
And we were like, Breaker 19, this is Tadpole. Got a 10-4 for a 10-100. No, a 10-2 for a 10-100. So a 10-100 is, urinal break.
I got you.
And 200 is number 2.
I got you.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Our family
we'd have to let the people know we got to pull over and take a bathroom break.
Our family was in the oil business, so my dad they called him the Stokesdale Arab.
My ex-husband was a truck driver, so yeah, I heard it a lot.
Yeah. Do you remember people would get these home antennas and they would have so many watts or whatever juices it up, and they would have too many, and the FCC would run around and shut them down because their system was too strong or whatever, and it'd blow out other people's equipment.
Mhm.
We had a guy in our neighborhood, the FCC triangulated him, and they found out his house, and about 3 cars pulled up and went in there and had him. He had to take it down and put a smaller one up. CB radio, if we were to have like WW3 and all the cell phones went out, CB radio might be one of the few ways we could still communicate if you think about it.
What's up, NorCal Jim?
Oh, NorCal Jim's here too.
Hey, so little update for you, bro. I'll find out in 13 days if I have blood cancer or not, or maybe sooner, maybe within the next week if I do. If not, they'll tell me what's wrong with my blood levels.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what's running through my head.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
It takes a few days.
Yeah,
I know it takes at least a week for them to get results. So, see what happens.
well, we'll all keep you in our prayers and for the absolute best. And
Every person I've known that's had cancer and battled it, even if they've survived or not, they were warriors.
Yeah.
So I got to follow them in their shoe.
What
I'm
type
a
of treatment?
survivor.
What would they do if you
2011.
did have it? I'm sorry, man.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
So what were you saying,
I
Nana?
say, what type of treatment would they do if you were to have? I don't even know how.
It depends on what it is.
Yeah, it depends on what type of blood cancer I have. So they'll find out.
So what else has been going on? Anything?
No, I got to go West Palm Beach Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the reason why Rosalie has been putting in my my money links, my Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo, because I have to rent a vehicle tomorrow to take my mom to see her brother's funeral at West Palm Beach Friday. So we have to get the vehicle tomorrow and then leave Friday first thing in the morning at like 5:30.
How long a drive is that for you?
Almost a 4-hour drive.
Yeah, I was going to say you're central to northern Florida. I was thinking.
I'm central. I'm central.
Yeah. I used to live in Orlando. When I got
Depending on which route I take.
Yeah.
From my house, I'm an hour to an hour and a half away from Orlando. It also depends on what part of Orlando you're in.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the traffic in Orlando too used to be the worst traffic ever.
So. Funerals.
Yeah. It seems there's every time I go into chats or where people are commenting back and forth, there's a lot of people dealing with illness and different things. Seems like.
You want to know what's crazy, right? And I'm happy hearing what I heard when I went to my Uncle Ronald's celebration of life. Is my cousin John has one leg. He lost his leg in a motorcycle accident. And during this whole time, my Uncle Ronald has been paying and setting up my cousin John with a prosthetic leg. So at the celebration of life, he met the guy that's going to do his prosthetic leg for free.
Yeah, and they're not cheap. They're very expensive.
So this guy is going to do a prosthetic leg for my cousin John for free. My Uncle Ronald did that before he passed away.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That is awesome.
It goes to show that, my Uncle Ronald was a selfless man.
Yeah.
I wish I got to know him a lot better. And I was there, and me and my cousin are close. So me and my cousin John are very close. When I first met my cousin, right, he was just about 13, and I got a job and I was working, making good money. And he walked up to me, let me get $1. Let me get $1. Right? And constantly give him $1. I gave him $1. 10 minutes later, let me get $1, yo. Let me get $1. Right?
Yeah.
That was his saying, let me get $1. Right? Now that he's got money and I'm broke, I go up to him, I'm like, yo,
let me get a few dollars.
Let me get $100. Right? No, you don't give it to me, but it's a joke. Right?
Yeah.
But me and my cousin John are very close.
That's good. You talking about $1. My dad told the story out forever and ever. Their home burnt one year right out in the fall, right after tobacco season, and he was the oldest of 7. So my grandpa told him, said, "Hey, Christmas is going to be kind of lean this year because I want to get what we get for the little ones." And they were rebuilding another house, but my dad's uncle, D.B. Nielsen, brought him a Christmas present wrapped up in this box, and my dad said he opened it and it was in another box smaller than that one. Kept going on down, and now this was like in 1940, early back to mid 40s. Well, he opened the final box. He had a $1 bill. Now that sounds like nothing in today's times, but my dad said of all the gifts he ever got as a kid for Christmas, that was by far the most meaningful. He said $1 actually, was something back then, and he told that story. He would tell it every Christmas over and over. But
Back in the 40s, $1 could get you a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Back in the 40s, $1 bill could fill your whole fridge almost.
Well, what Coca-Cola's cost, what, a nickel?
My mom was telling me when she was in high school back in the 60s, she used to be able to go across the street from school to the pizza place and get a slice of pizza and a soda for 25 cents.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I remember when gasoline was $26 or 26 cents a gallon. I'm old.
Yeah. We were in the gas business, so I can tell you all about the price changes. I can remember when it went above $1 and they had to equip all the tow-time pumps with new equipment so they could go have, $1 or whatever instead of everything being less than $1.
Mm-hmm.
It was a big deal.
Yep.
I remember. So in the 90s, all right, I remember when you used to pay 25 cents for a pack of gum, a nickel per piece, right?
Yeah.
Now they're more than that for 5 pieces of gum.
That's like 20-ounce sodas, like 20-ounce Coke or Pepsi. They're literally like $3 now.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Yeah. It's the cost of living that made everything go up.
Yeah, inflation.
Yeah. It's not like the product changed. It's not like the sustainable life changed, because ain't nothing changed except the value of everything went up.
Yeah, they kept increasing the money supply to where your money's not worth what it used to be.
I'm one of 11 children.
Wow.
And when we would go grocery shopping once a month, and my stepmom would pay $150 a month for our groceries, and we'd have 5 carts full. And it was so embarrassing to go to the grocery store and have to push 5 carts up there.
That's a lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah.
Especially when they get older. Kids get about 12, 13, 14. It's just what the amount they can eat is just crazy.
Well, we didn't eat like that. What was on the table was what we had. And if you wanted more meat, you ate more vegetables, I mean, it was a very strict upbringing, very strict.
When I was a kid, they used to have what they call wish meat sandwiches. Okay. When you were poor, you would take mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup, put it between 2 slices of bread, and wish meat was there.
Yeah.
I've had many of those.
Yeah, my dad used to have a saying, Mom, we'd be picky about what we'd eat. He said, just leave them alone. When they get hungry, they'll eat. He said, just let them get hungry.
Yep. So my mom taught me how to cook at a very young age. I learned how to cook. She was if something were to happen to my mom, I'd lose it.
Yeah, there's nothing like a mom.
Nope.
I never had a mom, so you guys are lucky.
Yeah, I'm the luckiest person in the world.
Yeah, my mom died when I was 8.
Things people go through, and I lived a picture book, storybook existence. And as a kid, you think everybody's that way. You don't really think about things like that, but you just, in your mind, you think, well, everybody's got it just like you have.
Yeah, my mom died the January after Kennedy was assassinated. I was 7.
Damn. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
So 1964.
That's how we had 11 children, because my dad married this woman that had 5. We had 4, and then they had twins. It was a crazy family.
Yeah, I was 2 years old when
That's what they call a blended family.
Old timey Brady Bunch.
Oh,
It's like the Brady Bunch.
you had a good life then.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate.
All right, well, Eddie, I got some things I got to do. I'm going to drop down. It's been wonderful
Good to
talking
see you.
to you,
It's
honey.
good to see you, Nana, and keep on keeping on. And
I am.
It's good to see you. You're doing good. You've moved through this stuff, and you've handled it much better than most all people would have.
Well, you can't let life get you down. You just have to keep moving, and you got to. I know Eddie don't like to talk about religion, but I have a lot of faith. So I do believe in taking care of people, and you'll get in return. And if people don't take care of you, you move on. They're not worth keeping. So, it is what it is.
That's true.
But, yeah. I think I had a wonderful Christmas, and I brought in the new year with my husband's best friends, and I think this year is going to be my turnaround. I got to get in the swing of things, because I don't do a lot, and I don't see a lot of my friends, but I got to get back into it.
Yeah,
I just
you will.
needed time.
Having a positive attitude like you have is one of the biggest things.
Well, I just needed time for myself.
Yeah.
And enough is enough, and I need to get on with life, and my husband would want that. So
there you go.
No dating, no marrying. I'm just going to live my life with my children and my grandchildren. So,
and they'll keep you plenty busy.
What's up, Chip? How you doing?
Eddie's going to come up to North Carolina when I move up there. Right, Eddie?
Yeah.
Well, maybe if I'm not too far away, we'll all have to get together and have lunch.
Oh, absolutely. I would love that.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. Okay. Well, I'm going to drop down.
Night, night.
I love you guys.
Night, night.
Eddie, if you need anything, you know where to find me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's been a pleasure. Bye.
Absolutely. Always is with you.
Bye, guys. And bye, chat. See you.
So, Eddie, I heard you talking about your vehicle. You've been doing some work on it.
Yeah, I got next thing I got to do is Navigator. Thank you, Navigator. Amazing, beautiful. Thank you. So Shifty, click the link, come up on panel. So my transmission and my overdrive is slipping. That's the reason why I have to rent a vehicle to go to West Palm Beach. What's happening is my cousin John has a tranny in his Blazer that's the same transmission as mine. So he's selling it to me for $200, right?
Yeah.
You can't get a used transmission for
transmissions are high. If you have to pay regular price for them, you're gonna have to dig deep. I'm gonna tell you that.
So he offered, he's like, but if you need me to drop it for you, it's $150. So $350 for him to pull the transmission out for me. So I'm gonna get the tranny for $200.
Yeah.
And pay him $150 to pull it, which is cheap.
That's a heck of a deal.
And then there's a guy that rebuilds them. He bulletproofs them, right? Yeah. And I'm gonna send the transmission off to him to have him rebuild it.
There you go.
And that's gonna cost me about $1,200, which is pretty cheap. Still, I'm beating the price of buying a transmission off of the marketplace
Yeah.
and having it installed.
Yeah.
It's still going to, it's still expensive.
Yeah, but it's
But it's going to be cheaper in the long run because my cousin is giving me a deal.
plus you know it'll be done right.
Yeah. So, but just taking it one day at a time. So, but I have to rent a vehicle, and that puts a damper on my plans because I was supposed to buy material for my bathroom. Now I can't do that until next month.
What, you're redoing your bathroom?
Yeah. I have to remodel it.
Subflooring and all?
Yep.
I was going to say, most time when it comes to older bathroom, through the years you get overflows and water damage. So the subflooring.
It's a mobile home. It's a mobile home. So back then they used particle board.
Yeah.
They didn't use actual plywood. They used particle board. They use MSD or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part.
When that stuff gets wet too, it swells up and it's just no.
What's up, Shifty?
Hello.
Will be meat shift.
I've known Shifty from with Tia and LFT. She used to come hang out over there with us.
Okay.
That's right.
I didn't know.
Be. Happy
Hey,
New
Shifty.
Year. Hi. Hi, chat. I only have a second, but I thought maybe you could be my guinea pigs for something real quick.
All right, we're gonna be your guinea pigs.
Okay.
Real quick.
Okay, so this is my open mic night. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. What's made of leather but sounds like a sneeze?
A pig.
A shoe.
That's funny.
Oh my God, Shifty. A shoe.
A shoe. That's funny.
Oh my word.
Hey, Eddie, have you been watching any of the college football playoffs or?
Not really.
I hadn't watched. I don't watch regular season, but I watched. Ole Miss played Georgia last week. That was an unbelievable game.
Yeah, Ole Miss won.
Yeah, they did. It was crazy.
Oh my word, Shifty. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was. And my Panthers made the playoffs this year. Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
First time in a long time. They've been terrible for the last 6 years, and they're finally starting to be competitive, at least.
They've always been competitive.
Well,
they just have certain players and they certain roles still.
Yeah, they just had a few lean years. When they got rid of McCaffrey and they drafted that Bryce Young quarterback out of Alabama, he was young and he had no help. So the defense is just teed off on him. But they're getting better, which is all you can ask for.
Yep. So, but yeah, I think this live went very well so far.
Yeah, it says part 2. Did you do a part 1? And
yeah, I went live earlier. I was an emotional wreck earlier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was an emotional wreck earlier.
Yeah.
So
I had a lot the last couple months having to make sure my mom's rest home expenses were took care of for the year coming up. So I had a lot of weight on me, and I got it all took care of. It's not cheap, but now that it's done, I know she's will be right where she's at, being taken good care of. So that was a relief. But that's about it. Like I say, as far as YouTube here lately, I'll go in most streams and I'll make a comment or two and hang out for 10 minutes or so, and then I'm gone. It's getting kind of dark for me.
Yeah, it has been.
And it's just repetitive, and it just I don't know, it just sucks the life out of you, I think.
Yep.
I mean, how bad can you drag a person? It's not enjoyable.
Nope.
And I mean, I understand people calling people, task on disinformation or whatever, but just day after day after day after day, it's just, you know what I'm saying.
But I gotta do something real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
I see you, Rosaline. Hadn't seen you in a while, Rosaline.
Yep. I met her. I met Rosaline in person.
Oh, really? That's right. You were supposed to when you went on a trip or something, didn't you?
Well, she came down to Florida to go on a cruise.
Okay.
And I got to see her the day before her cruise.
Cool.
We went out to eat and had ice cream. We went to the ice cream place we went to was Cold Stone Creamery.
We've got one of those in our town. They are the best.
Yep. So, all right. I think I'm going to end it here.
All right, Eddie. I'm glad I got to say hello and
yeah,
and hang out with you and holler at me.
I'm glad Navigator came in.
Shifty.
What is leather? What is leather and sneezes?
A shoe.
A shoe. So, all right, Will B, thank you for coming.
All right,
up,
buddy. I'll see you guys around and have a good one.
You too.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Navigator, thank you. Rosaline, thank you. Ginger Snaps, Shift, everybody here. Have an amazing night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll come live after my vision appointment. Let you know how that goes. With that being said, well, the thing is out, my friends.